lets you create and customize a city full of characters as they play out their simulated lives. With the world at your fingertips, there are plenty of features to dive into, which can get overwhelming. We're here to help. This video is a beginner's guide for how to play InZOI, including how to get started with your first family, tips to keep Zois alive, and ways to see them thrive. At character creation, you'll make your first InZOI family. Each character is highly customizable, with options to alter your Zoi's face, hair, skin, makeup, and more. If the abundance of choice feels like too much, there are Zoi presets to choose from as a starting point. You can tailor your selections even more in the Craft tab to alter your outfit, or use the 3D printer function to create custom objects for your Zoi. You won't be able to change your Zoi's initial age, body type, or trait later on in the game, but you can style their outfits and alter the path of their story as you play. Traits are innate aspects of your Zoi's personality. Each trait has values and characteristics that give you a sense of what your Zoi cares about, how easily they can build relationships, and information about how the trait impacts their feelings and needs. Finally, you can select a desired life direction for your Zoi to follow, though this is optional. Each choice shows aligned traits, values, ambitions, and skills that make the desired life easier to achieve. For example, a life of creativity matches well with a Zoi who has the visionary trait. You can always choose a life of self-creation as a more open-ended path, or you can hold off and make this decision at a later time. Now that you've completed character creation, your Zoi can fly solo to explore the world, or you can create a family of up to 8 customizable Zois. Keep in mind that you'll be responsible for managing each Zoi's health and happiness, so you might not want to create more Zois than you can handle. After you're happy with your creations, you can set relationships for parent to child, or designate your Zoi's partners and roommates. Once you enter the world, you'll find a series of menus in the bottom right corner. The last 2 icons are important for developing your character: the Zoi card, which shows individual progress, and relationships, which keeps track of your Zoi's family and personal connections. From the Zoi card, you can easily switch between the different Zois in your family by selecting their profile picture. Here, you can select or change your desired life, ambitions, and preferences. Teenagers cannot select a desired life or ambitions until they reach the young adult stage. Each ambition provides Zois with a series of goals to complete and level up, with new goals appearing on each level. As your Zoi interacts with the world, their skills will increase and unlock more possibilities for earning money, accessing special items, or achieving ambitions. In addition to completing these goals, urges are random tasks for Zois to complete within a time limit. Fulfilling short-term wishes grants positive emotional rewards to keep your Zois happy. Urges will pop up in the Zoi card and also will appear above the Zoi's face on the bottom of your screen. When the time meter runs out, the urge will disappear and not be available to complete. Your Zoi's relationships are tracked on different levels: family, love, business, or friendship. These relationship types will unlock as you interact with other Zois in the world. At times, you'll see special conversation options appear to help you reach the next stage of your relationship. You can expand the details of each relationship to see what you've unlocked through conversations, shared memories of notable events, and a log. If any of these details have a lock icon, you'll want to look for conversation options with a key label in order to attempt to unlock more information. Sometimes a Zoi will not be ready to divulge their marriage status, but the more you talk to them, the more they'll grow to trust your Zoi and be open to share. Being a Zoi can get expensive pretty quickly when it comes to decorating your house and paying the bills. Zois can get a job by opening their smartphone and accessing the Career app. This should be one of the first things you do before getting too far into goals and relationship building, because your Zois will be able to start right away with their career and complete tasks to earn a promotion. Other ways to make money include selling items to other Zois. As you level up skills, Zois can sell their creations. The higher your skills, the more money you can earn. Items like paintings can be sold in the Pocket Market app on your smartphone, or you can access a computer for selling digital services. Selling items applies to things you already own as well. Once your Zoi is done reading all the self-help books they need, You can sell these items secondhand. Select the item to sell, and a pop-up menu will let you set the listing price. You can also set up a secondhand booth to sell items on the street. There are more ways for Zois to get money, like getting a loan from the bank, winning the lottery, or even stealing from ATMs. But the most reliable way to earn a steady income is through jobs and selling items. If you're truly strapped for cash, though, there is a money cheat in your SciCat guide that gives you 100,000 meow at a time. Each day is full of possibilities for your Zois, but it's important to take care of their needs to keep them alive. Next to your Zoi icon at the bottom of the screen, you can expand the Needs panel to access their gauge levels. Hover over the icons to see how your Zoi is impacted by each need. If a gauge is low in the yellow or red zones, you can simply click on the icon. This will send your Zoi off to fulfill that need. Another quick option to fill your gauge is to purchase a filling donut from the Meow store that corresponds to your Zoi's need. Meow coins for this store can be accumulated by completing ambition goals or urges that appear on the Zoi card. To keep your Zois alive, the most important needs to maintain are hunger and sleep. Fortunately, there is an autonomy toggle where your Zois can automatically queue activities to refill these gauges. Neglecting these needs for too long will lead to fatal consequences, though the game does give you a warning. Zois face death in a variety of ways, so you might just encounter an unfortunate car accident or electrocution that cuts their time short. When that fated day comes, a text blast will be sent to the deceased Zoi's phone contacts. Their family members will experience the devastated feeling throughout the next day, making it more difficult for them to participate in social activities. Zois with bad karma scores become ghosts for unfinished business and cannot pass on to the afterlife until they bring that karma up. Having too many ghosts in your city will make it harder to add new Zois. Customization is at the heart of InZOI, so the sky is the limit for your creativity. Access the Build Mode menu to pull up the editor. The left panel offers presets to work with, or you can dive into the building or furniture collections to shape your space. In this mode, you can click on any of the selectable objects to move them, make changes, or delete. You can save altered creations as a preset, or even upload them to Canvas to share with other players. The Craft mode pulls up options to create custom furniture by mixing and matching various elements. The 3D printer is also available for you to upload photos to create AI-generated objects. Each city has multiple points of interest for your Zoi to explore. Send your Zoi over to these locations by selecting the marker and choosing Go Here. Use the Call Over button to invite another Zoi to head to that location. Gray house markers are empty residences where you can bring in a new Zoi family or move into a new location with your existing family. Blue house markers are occupied residences. You can, however, kick out an existing family to relocate your Zois to these homes. Selecting the marker will display information about the house and its current family, with an option to play as these Zois and pull the strings to control their lives. Purple building markers are places of employment, where your Zois can go to work. And green tree markers are public areas like beaches and shops that you can freely edit. When you're wandering around these locations with your Zoi, its name in the top left corner will have Editable next to it, and an editing icon will be available to select in your bottom right menus. This brings you into build mode with unlimited funds to edit the public lot. Select the property info icon at the top to edit the name, image, and description of these public spaces to customize your world even more. You also have control of the broader environment and dynamics of the world. Select Edit City to bring up the map. On the Manage Zois landing page, you have access to your Zoi family's schedule, a comprehensive karma report where you can intervene by complimenting or scolding Zois, and a Manage City dashboard to control elements like city safety, how often Zois dream, and population density. Your city report provides statistics that capture an aggregate of data. For more creative control, the City Decoration tab lets you edit the weather, the look of the surrounding plants, types and density of animals, and how run down or clean the city is. With all these options to refine the setting, you can create the ultimate Zoi paradise, or maybe lean into a chaotic dystopian world. Now you're set to build stories with your new Zois. For more InZOI tips and tricks, check out our growing wiki guide at ign.com or our video explaining how to download and upload custom canvas creations to tailor your experience. And for everything else gaming, stick with IGN.